Just 50 days away from the start of the NFL season. Family, this is what you watch sports television for. Congratulations if you are tuned in to speak. It means you made the best decision of your day. You could be watching any show and you are hanging out with us. We do not take it for granted. Now, though I am long retired, would be ill-convinced to believe so, because the man to my right, he got a broken thumb. Not sure how that happened. The woman to my left, she is battling injured with a rough voice, so we will make
physically unable to perform, you know.
But they're still here.
No, that means we're not here. We are definitely playing hurt, though. As long as everyone agrees with me, we'll get to the show perfectly.
So though we're not on the football field, we will bring the football field to you. Far end, that is James Jones, Super Bowl champ, needs no introduction. Beautiful Joy Taylor to his right, the all-knowing all things Dave Hellman. I haven't called you Dr. Joy Taylor in a while.
It's true.
She is, in fact, a doctor, honorary doctor. But anyway, can we get some doctoral takes from you, Dave Hellman? Because we're starting off the show with some heat. The Dallas Cowboys, you will have to hear this quote from one of the former star players. He said something that even I was shocked to hear. The Cowboys have a lot of controversy leading into camp, most notably Dak Prescott's contract situation. But when you hear this, you will be shocked. Turn your volume up, take a listen.
Trade Dak. Just put him up for the trade. Guess what? Every team in the league be after him.
Yeah.
Every team in the league. Dak is a winner. Dak is a great person, a great leader.
He's a winner. He's a great person. He's a leader. That speaker is Charles Haley, most notable on some of those Super Bowl Cowboys teams. Quite literally, Charles Haley was a beast on the football field. Dave, you covered the Cowboys for 10-plus years. You were there with me when Dak Prescott got drafted. We were working for the Cowboys together. So when you hear Dak Prescott takes, these are not ignorant takes you see on social media. These have a lot of expertise over nearly a decade. So, Dave, nobody better to ask this question to, and it's the most important sports question one can ask today than what I'm about to ask you. Should the Cowboys consider, crazy thought, I get it, but should they consider trading Dak given the speculation surrounding the contract? And if you can't sign him before the season starts, you might have to let him go for free at the end of the season. You could get something in return now. Should they consider it?
They can consider whatever they want to. They can think about whatever they want to think about. And this is why I've been talking about this so much. It's nice to see people waking up to these realities, because I need you to understand something. They can't trade him unless he wants to get traded.
No trade clause.
No trade clause.
Hey,
read the fine print.
In the contract.
Dak Prescott says, thank you, Todd France, CAA. When I finally got my deal, not only did I get my money, but I got a no-tag clause, so you can't keep me here, and I got a no-trade clause, so I got to sign off on something you're trying to do like that. So Charles Haley, got a lot of respect for him. A little bit of a blast from the past, because Charles is always in that building. He is around, he gets it, but I'm just updating you on this one, my man, that Dak Prescott has to sign off on this if it was ever going to happen. And guys, we're right at the start of training camp. Teams are reporting as we speak every single day. This is the time of year where you've got the answers to your questions. You know what I mean? Like, you either drafted a quarterback, or you signed a free agent, or you have a franchise guy. Where could the Cowboys even send Dak Prescott right now? I thought hard about it, just in the interest of good faith.
Got one answer.
I came up with two, maybe. The Las Vegas Raiders. The Las Vegas Raiders.
Who was your second one, Seattle?
All right, maybe three. I'll throw in Seattle, too. And then
where'd you go?
The money would be weird, but, like, maybe the New York Giants.
Huh.
Maybe. I mean, Daniel Jones' future there is not certain. I think it would be hard with his contract.
Dave, let me throw something in, just a wrench in this, because obviously Patriots will be interesting, but they just drafted a guy.
Drake May. You can't.
It's an asinine thought, but let me throw this out there. Remember Orlando Brown, drafted in the 3rd round by the Baltimore Ravens, and Orlando Brown got traded to the Chiefs. And I'm sitting here thinking, why in the world, Ravens, would you all trade a left tackle to a left tackle needy team when that team is already a Super Bowl champ after 2019? Why in the world would you do it? But the dilemma was the Ravens realized they couldn't pay Orlando Brown. So they didn't want to trade him to their rivals in the Chiefs, a team that just won a Super Bowl. They didn't want to trade a 23-year-old who would be on the precipice of 4 Pro Bowls. They didn't want to do it, but the alternative was let Orlando Brown play out the season. You're not going to sign him in free agency. So rather than letting him walk at the end of the season and getting nothing in return, they inevitably got a 1st-round pick from the Chiefs, a 3rd-round pick, and a 4th-round pick. So it seemed crazy at the surface, and I'm not saying this Dak Prescott talk isn't crazy in totality by Charles Haley. But maybe, Joy, there's some wisdom there. Like, should the Cowboys consider it?
If Dak's open to it. But for what? I'm sitting here listening to this, like, this is such an enigma. Dak Prescott is coming off an all-pro season where he is an MVP finalist.
Yeah.
And we're openly talking about if they should trade him, like a couple days out from training camp, for the Dallas Cowboys at the quarterback position.
Only the Cowboys.
They've won 12 games,
Games
3 straight years.
Yeah.
Who else would we ever talk about like this? I wonder if Dak had won one more playoff game, if we would have this conversation this way. Just one.
I don't think so. I think they'd just move the goalposts again, honestly.
Just one?
Yeah.
Like, what if one of them didn't end in Dak's fault? Like what if Dak played amazing in one of those ones that he lost against the Niners?
Sure. Okay. If he had like a perfect passer rating and left it all on the field, I guess you could talk me.
Because isn't this nuts? This is the quarterback of the Dallas Cowboys.
It's completely nuts.
You should not be in this situation. What more could you ask for? Our quarterback has an all-pro season. There's an MVP finalist. And we're talking about trading him. The thing about it is, they can't. And if they were going to, this conversation would have happened months ago, right? Like, it makes sense that they want to try and upgrade because he can't perform in the postseason. But there is not a quarterback store. Where's the quarterback store? Everyone just talks about replacing quarterbacks. Is there like a franchise quarterback store that we keep? It's like hidden in the wall. It's got one of those secret doors.
I haven't found it yet.
I haven't either. But it's not possible. But the money situation is what it is. Dak's playing on the last year, making $34 million. CD's playing on the last year, making $18 million. Micah is playing on the 4th year of his contract. They exercised his 5th-year option. He'll make $21 million. I think Dak has made 26% right now.
It's the second highest cap hit in the league.
Do they have cap specialists, capologists over there in Dallas?
It often doesn't look that way.
I'm really sorry for my voice. I'm doing my best today, guys. But yeah, there's nothing they can do about it. Dak has a no-trade clause.
Yeah, that's crazy. That's Charles Haley.
That's Charles Haley.
I'm just listening
Super Bowl
to
rings.
him start off the way he started off the conversation. Okay, so I'm gonna start this conversation off. Whenever Joy is on our show, the ratings are up. People watch the show for her.
Thank you, James.
We do have a lot of success, right? She's an excellent leader.
Are you comparing me to Dak Prescott?
You know, like I said, our show is a winning show when she's on the show.
Consecutive 12-win seasons.
Okay.
Every other network will want her. If you put her on the trade block right now, we should trade her. How that even sound right now? You sitting up there saying every team will come knocking on the door for Dak Prescott. He's a winner. He's a great leader. He's all this. And you trying to trade him, Charles Haley? For what? If you trade Dak Prescott, even if Dak Prescott say, here, I sign off on it, trade me. What is the Dallas Cowboys going to do? Basically, you're saying we trading Dak Prescott, we tanking this season. Right? And everybody say, well, Cooper Rush is there. He won a game. Cooper Rush is the 3rd string now on the depth chart. If y'all know, Trey Lance has moved him out of the way. So y'all going to Cooper Rush? No, Trey Lance is running out there. Is Trey Lance going to take you where you are trying to go? You are setting this organization back.
Let me throw a question in here for you at home, the viewer. Dave, for you to my right. Joy, James, y'all to my left. Let's play this out in the future. Start with you, Dave. If I were to tell you that Dak Prescott does not re-sign with the Cowboys in the next 12 months, and you are Jerry Jones, if you knew that you wouldn't re-sign Dak at the end of the season, would you consider trading Dak for the 2 to 3 first-round picks that you would get if you knew in 9 months from now he would walk away for free and you would get nothing? Would you consider that?
If I knew that ahead of time, I would absolutely consider it. But again, and I'm not trying to be a wet blanket because it's fun to speculate about trades. We love the photoshops. We love to put these guys in new jerseys. I love it too. But you have to bring up just how badly Dak has won this situation. We have to say it's up to him. Because Jerry could do that tomorrow if he had the control. And in the big picture, it would make sense because it's going to sting if Dak Prescott signs for $1 bajillion in March and they get a 3rd-round pick for it in 2026, because that's what'll happen. You don't get a comp pick immediately. So you'll get a 3rd-round pick a year later for Dak. You know how much that would hurt Jerry Jones? But he can't just get on the phone and try to recoup his losses. He's got to find a team that's willing to pay that price, who needs a quarterback. Again, how many teams need a quarterback right now? And then Dak has to say, yeah, we brought up the Raiders. Dak Prescott. And Devontae's there. He's an all-pro. Max Crosby's there. There's some talent in Vegas. Dak Prescott wants to join Patrick Mahomes' division? I want to go automatically be second fiddle to the Kansas City Chiefs for probably the rest of my career?